Okay, so I just finished adjusting my chain and lubricating it. I figured I might as well do a update to my modifications. Modification 2.0, I guess. I have Woodcraft rear sets. You know, I've covered this in my rebuild series. I've covered everything I'm about to tell you in my rebuild series. They are outstanding, actually. I have no complaints from the Woodcraft rear sets. I also have the Woodcraft frame sliders that are attached to the frame. So yeah, Woodcraft frame sliders along with the Woodcraft rear sets that also act as frame sliders. This part here acts as a frame slider. I have a blacked out radiator guard that I purchased from, I believe, eBay, from some private seller. I think the guy was making them in his basements, but it's pretty good. It's black, no logos. I also have a Street Fighter short fender. I also purchased this from eBay. It's definitely not designed for the FZ-07. It's designed for inverted forks, and obviously the FZ-07 does not have inverted forks. So I had to do a little bit of modifying to the fender to make it fit, but it went on without an issue. Well, not without an issue, but I mean it went on and it stayed on. I have the JW speaker headlight, LED headlight, as well as a classic fly screen attached to the headlight. Purchased this from Modification, I believe it was. Wasn't cheap, but it definitely gave the FZ-07 a facelift. CRG clutch perch and lever with the switch attached to it. Wasn't really designed for the FZ-07, but I made it work. CRG's website says Super Sports. It actually went as far as to name the Super Sports that it's compatible with. FZ-07 was not on there as it's not a Super Sport, but CRG clutch, lever, and perch. Excellent, outstanding, no problems with it. Have grips by Driven Racing. I have CRG bar and mirrors. Outstanding. I didn't think I would like them, but there's very little vibration from them and they stay in place. So can't complain about that. I have a new front master cylinder. I have a Daytona Nissan front radial master cylinder. Took off the stock, and I actually that is the short version of this lever for the Daytona Nissan. It came with a long one. I ended up doubling back and purchasing the short version later. So that is the quote-unquote shorty version. CRG bar and mirror. Again, this was also marketed for the radial master cylinder was also marketed for Super Sports, but it's working for the FZ-07 for me. So I went with fork-mounted clip-ons. My clip-ons are directly attached to the forks. They're adjustable. I can raise them up or down. I have no complaints with those either. Like, they're working out excellent. My LCD relocation modification, and the modification for the LCD is simply just a bracket, and it ties in perfectly with the windscreen. Puts it in a great position. I don't have to move my head to look at it. It's right where it needs to be. This is where it should have been from the start. I have the M-Pin Blaze LED turn signals, extremely small, about the size of a penny, almost. Like if you don't look hard, you'll miss them, but you can definitely see them when they're on. Like you can barely tell they're on a motorcycle. They look almost like a bolt. You can barely even notice them until they're on. I have the Motodynamic or Motodynamic integrated smoked out tail light. It looks clear here in the video, I think, but it's definitely smoked out, and it's definitely gets the job done. Oh yeah, I still have the M4. It got damaged in the crash, but I'm gonna leave it like it is. I just cleaned it up a little bit by shaving off the carbon fibers, making it a little bit I don't know, but I'm not gonna replace it. It's still working as designed. It's loud. Sometimes it makes me mad. Like what is all that noise for? So I think that's about it for as far as modifications. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I did a lot in the rebuild, but I think I pretty much covered everything. It definitely doesn't look stock anymore. So number one question: what is that? What is that? It's a motorcycle. It's a motorcycle, bro. It's a motorcycle. I gotta go. All right, that's enough talking. Let's go for a ride. Sneak in here for a minute. All this glass. I don't think this is a proper place to do a walk around, but I'm underneath a bridge. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a walk around right here. Let me get out of here, man. I can't do a walk around. I'm out. I gotta get out of here. That's annoying. Stop right here for a minute. I don't know why, but whatever, nothing else to do. It's kind of cold down here. I was gonna replace this, but I think I want to save my money and do a front end swap, inverted forks. I mean, this is like $400 or $500, but that's $400 or $500 that can go towards the front end inverted forks. I would have to do an entire new front end though, like new triple trees and everything. I'm gonna delete this one day, but they kind of act as frame sliders. As you can see, this protected all this, so that's one reason I left it on there. I mean, I guess this is now a frame slider though. This is fixed, it doesn't move, so it essentially would do this. But still, this damage might have. Well, I got another slider there. I forgot about that. Got RNG spools. Oh, everything's looking good after the crash. I painted this, but it's starting to wear off with my shoes. But, you know, it's a bike in use, man. It's not a show bike, so it adds character. It must be nice to have a boat. Oh, let me get out, man. I'm out. It's nothing more. Damn, that must be nice to have a crib right here. Like, just look out your front window and see a lake. Maybe one day. Gotta start selling some crack and win the lottery, though. what you're thinking. Hey, Mr. ClutchFace, yeah, I hear a ticking sound. Your bike is making ticking noises. Well, number one, that is normal for the FZ-07. That's how the FZ-07 sounds. That's the way it sounds. It makes a tick. It's a ticking noise at all times. You don't have to take my word for it. Check the forums. This is how they sound. The flapping noise, the vibrating noise, that is the result of the crossplane, Yamaha crossplane combined with the M4. Like, my microphone is external, it's in my pocket. The M4 is literally vibrating the internal parts of the microphone. You know, and it took me a while to figure it out. Like, what is that flapping, that noise? It's the M4 vibrating internal parts of the microphone. It's a plastic microphone. It's external. It's in my pocket, and it is just being bullied by the M4. Bear with it. Now, I have to get out of this lane, back over into the left lane before I run into the back of that SUV up there. We're in the middle of nowhere, so I guess I'll just do okay. Short Street Fighter fender, LED headlight, JW speaker, fly screen, CRG clutch lever, CRG bar and mirrors, driven racing grips, simple bracket for the LCD, what is this? Daytona Nissan radial master cylinder, shorty lever, CRG, Woodcraft frame sliders, Woodcraft rear sets, a beat up M4, but it's still making that noise. What else? Oh yeah, Moto dynamic integrated turn signal. I think that's about it as far as mods 2.0 go. Yeah, I think I'm covering everything right now. I don't know where I'm at. Somewhere. But yeah, there it is. FZ07 Modification 2.0, I guess. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm pretty sure I'm trespassing. I think this is private property. Oh. No warning lights. Everything's operating as it should operate. After the rebuild. M4 is still on point. Speed up, but it's still annoying. Now these cars are moving pretty fast. I'm gonna have to haul ass when I shoot out of here. There's a lot of bikes out. I should have took that, but I did not. I'm taking this one though. I'm going. Down back in the city. Well, time to make a beer run. I need that ghetto 40 ounce. Yeah. Well, it's a good run. Well, I'm gonna go have a beer.